Don't be Bob the Builder for a man's life. Build properties, build whatever, anything. Don't be Bob the Builder. Men are not visual, they think like predators. If you understand the man's brain, watch National Geographic. As someone who has always had to work in male dominated fields, this is lesson number one. This is not what this video is about. I'm making a conscious effort to step away from these topics. I haven't said it all, but I've said enough to give you the building blocks to understand how to read men in my content and my exclusive content that is on my website. To protect yourself from any bad actors, whether it be a male partner, family, whatever it is, you need to focus on money. Because money is what gets you out of situations. So, I'm always saying focus on your money. This video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on my experience working on construction projects, how to get the most out of it. We're now focusing on getting our money up, building our lives, constructing our lives. Don't be Bob the Builder for a man's life. Build properties, build whatever, anything. Don't be Bob the Builder. First lesson is you need to find a balance between patience and impatience. When you're working on something, a project, especially construction, and it's dependent on buying things from different suppliers, people working on things at different steps, like different people working on things at different steps, you can't always anticipate when something's going to be a bottleneck. Like maybe a supplier will say, oh, this is coming next Wednesday, we just ran out, or whatever. Even if you are one of those people that buys things well in advance, that sort of thing, you can't always anticipate a delay. So have the patience to understand when you find yourself in those situations, but have the right amount of impatience. Because if people think that, oh, you're too laxed, you don't have like strict deadlines, they will also delay. So know when to practice impatience and when to practice patience. The second thing is you have the most to lose in the situation if you don't get the product you want, right? For whatever reason. So when you're working with people, sometimes you will have to navigate people's egos. It's an unfortunate thing when you're working in a male dominated space. That's something you have to keep in mind. So you have to be careful with the way you deliver certain feedback, whether it's constructive or whether there's something that went wrong. Because in my case, I'm a woman, you're a woman, most of my audience is women. Thirdly, stick to your budget. There's always an opportunity for you to go over your budget. There's always something that someone can show you that you hadn't planned for that would look great. If you know you're susceptible to things like that, create a budget that has a leeway for extras. You really need to practice discipline. That discipline you're working on in the gym, you need it here. It applies here. Fourth, you need to vet the people you're working with. One of the biggest issues I've had, I am someone who asks questions, and when I ask questions, it's not that I'm saying the person doesn't know how to do their work. I want to understand, what are you doing? What does it mean? What are the steps? I'm learning so that next time if I work with someone else and they don't actually know how to do the job, I can tell because the other person told me. So I've met some people who get offended when you ask them questions. You need to find someone who is patient enough, who knows their job enough. They can explain it at fifth grade level and they have no issue with it. They have pride in their work. They don't mind explaining things. If you are interviewing someone or talking to someone to see whether you can work with them and you ask them questions and they say, don't worry about that, I'm the expert, don't worry about that, I know how to do it, you don't need to know that, that's a red flag. Don't work with people like that. The last thing I'll say is start now. A lot of people like to say things like, oh, I'm young, I'll do it later, or let me do this. Start now. Time is your friend when it comes to construction, whether you're building a home, whatever it is, time is your friend. And don't delay saying, oh, it's going to take a long time. It's not going to finish in this amount of time that I wanted to finish. So might as well start later, because later is going to become 5 years, 10 years. So start now. If you decide to get on this path, start now. Remember, our focus now is getting our money up. So this type of project may not be something that you can do right now, but you need to work towards it. Or maybe you're not even someone who's interested in doing this sort of thing. You prefer finished products. That's you. That's fine. We all have our preferences. Right? What I said in this video, you can apply to projects that are not construction. So the people you're working with is important. Patience and impatience, the right amount of patience and the right amount of impatience, and sticking to your budget. If you're someone who even has a pinch of impulsivity, build that into your budget. Like, put a cushion into your budget that allows you to add extras. From now on, we need to spend a lot of time thinking about ways you can increase your income streams, ways you can increase your income. Because guess what? Money will get you out of situations, and it will get you into situations you want to be in. People will say money is the root of all evil, that sort of thing. I don't believe in that. The lack of money is. Majority of the time, people do horrible things because they have money wounds, they lack money, poverty pushes people into these situations. And that behavior is on them. It's them, it's bringing out something in them. Money is literally an object, a way to exchange value, a way to create a life for yourself that you want. Thank you for joining me. The name is Chido. I'm your personal emotional intelligence detective, always keeping it real. Follow, subscribe. See you next time.